Hey guys, Cody here from the local home team at Century 21, and 2021 has come to a close, and a lot of us are saying good riddance to it. We're looking forward to a lot better 2022, but let's take a look back on the numbers in the local real estate market here in Windsor, Essex County. Just to put it out there, everybody knows the price increase was huge. To put a number to it, it was about 34%. So at the end of 2020, our average sale price was about $411,000, and we ended 2021 at an average sale price of $552,000. So an increase of just over $140,000 to the average home. Okay, now why did that happen? A big thing was supply. Lack of supply. We had everything going on with COVID. We had low interest rates still. A lot of people were justifying the big moves because the kids were home from school or because they weren't taking trips or going out to eat or whatever it may be. Now, the number of listings were actually up 19.5% compared to 2020, but 2020 was a very, very low inventory year, just like the few were before it. Number of sales are actually up 16%. So with all this craziness, even though we didn't have a ton more listings to deal with, 16% more sales. And you would think with the imbalance where we only had 16% more sales, but 19.5% more listings, we still ended 2021 with probably the lowest months of inventory ratio I've ever seen. So we had 405 sales in the month of December 2021. At the end of the month, there were 317 active listings, which is less than 0.8 months of inventory. It was 0.78 months of inventory, which is incredible because we know that a balanced market doesn't happen until somewhere around 5 or 6 months of inventory, and we are less than 1 or 80% of 1 month. It's incredibly low, and frankly, making a prediction for 2022, I don't think that's going to change. In fact, I think we're going to see a lot less listings, and the reason is it's getting more expensive to build every day. It seems like there's less available lots every day, and the amount of time it's taking to get a subdivision ready to go is longer every single year, whether it's waiting for infrastructure like sewers or water lines. A lot of the townships are short-staffed, so are the planning companies, the drainage companies. It seems like everybody's short-staffed right now. So between the amount of time it's getting to get new subdivisions approved, to get them serviced, to get people actually out on the site to build the homes, it's just taking a lot more time, and it's becoming a lot more costly. So it's going to become a lot more expensive to build. Frankly, on average, it's going to be a lot more expensive to move, because with this huge increase in price of homes, the average land transfer tax payment goes up like crazy. You're going to see a lot of the legal fees going up like crazy. A lot of the mortgage associated fees, whether it's canceling an old mortgage or getting a new one, you're going to see those going up. So just moving in general, and you can add real estate commissions to that too, because typically they're based off of a percentage of the price of the home. So almost every cost is going up, whether it's building, servicing, or moving itself, even if you're going from a resale home to another resale home. So for those reasons, I think we're going to see a lot less people moving in 2022, which means our inventory is going to stay incredibly low, even lower maybe than we saw in 2021 and 2020, which means that the average price is going to keep going up. And I know that sounds hard to believe, especially because we do know that interest rates are going to go up a little bit over 2022. Frankly, this is being driven by lack of supply. We need more homes, period. There's a lot of people moving to Canada from other countries, and there's a lot of interprovincial movement, whether it's from BC to Ontario or even from other parts of Ontario to our little part here in southwestern Ontario. There's a lot of moving pieces here, and the biggest problem we have is that we don't have enough homes. It's a desirable area to move. We're still priced below the average home in Ontario, which makes our area very attractive among many other things. Okay, so lack of supply is going to lead to prices going up. If you read a lot of the big real estate firms' predictions from their corporate offices, their predictions are for Canada 2022, expect somewhere from a 9 to 11% price increase on average. I think we're going to see even more than that here in Windsor, Essex specifically, for two reasons. We're still below the norm as far as pricing compared to the rest of the country. But also we're seeing a huge lack of supply here, probably less supply than a lot of other markets that are still expected to go up around 10%. One thing I think we're going to start seeing a lot of, which we haven't seen a lot of yet, is ADUs and basement apartments here in Windsor, Essex. So an ADU is an additional dwelling unit, and that's where you could either have a legal basement suite, even in a home that's only zoned single family, or you could actually have a separate detached structure altogether in the backyard with its own driveway and its own services going to it, or an addition off of a house that has a separate entrance and separate heating, cooling, and everything like that. So I think we're going to see a lot of people looking to offset the higher cost of living from the cost of homes with rental income from another part of their property. And I'm excited to see that take shape. for any homes with great entrances, second kitchens, all these kinds of things in them already. I think there's going to be a lot of room for those homes to go up in value like crazy. And one other thing I think we're going to see happening a lot in this area is investor groups. There's a lot of people that want to become a landlord, but they may not have the capital to get started because the average price of a home has gone up so much. So I think you're going to be seeing, you know, a couple family members or a couple friends getting together. You might have anywhere from 2 to 5 people starting a company or a partnership in buying homes together in order to get into landlording with a smaller initial upfront payment. So I think we're going to see some investor groups coming into the area, or locals getting into investing because the price has gotten so high. It makes real estate look really attractive from an investment standpoint. So anyways, those are a few of what points I would say look out for in 2022. That's a bit of a wrap up for what happened here in 2021. And I will keep you posted throughout the year as we receive all the stats. Thanks so much, guys. Bye for now.